All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 21. I'm joined by Coolshirt, as usual.
Hello.
And Sonic has made his return as well.
Hello, I'm back from the dead.
Yep. And to everyone watching, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and I hope your New Year is great. What we're going to talk about isn't, but you got to stay somewhat positive. So, guys, you just ready to hop right into this?
Fuck
Yep.
it. Rip the Band-Aid off.
All right. So if you are even looking at a PC, a gaming PC in particular, or if you're thinking about building one or whatever, you already have to deal with the RAM prices. We'll get to that later. But
You're screwed.
yeah, it's not looking good. So the latest rumor out of, I don't remember wherever they build the NVIDIA graphics cards, is that NVIDIA is planning on increasing the price of the 5090 to $5,000 this year. And granted, that's probably going to still be cheaper than what RAM prices will look like, but it's not good.
That's ridiculous.
Dude. And what do you think about this, Coolshirt? You helped me build a PC. You're like one of my go-to people when it comes to that.
Yeah. I will say, looking at the prices right now for GPUs and stuff like that, I think the market is there's going to be a lot of good deals and stuff like in the early stages for a lot of these older cards and stuff like that. From like a couple generations ago, like maybe like the 30 series cards and maybe some of the 40 series cards are going to have like some decent deals, maybe on the secondhand market and even on the like actual like storefronts from like Best Buy, Newegg, Amazon, like the more popular like tech websites and stuff like that. But I do think that the 50 series is going to get locked out, and then they're going to probably release another graphics card series, like a 60 series of some sort, maybe this year or next year. And I know there's going to be new CPUs this year. Whenever, what is it? What's that one event? I think it's Computech or something like that. There's like a big tech convention in February usually.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the name of it, but that's it's just typically where they announce a lot of those new products and stuff like that. And there's like usually the tech YouTubers fly out. It's like usually I think it's in Taiwan or maybe in South Korea, one of those two spots. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But that's where they're going to probably announce a lot of the new prices and stuff like that, or for more products. But they're probably going to raise the prices. But I think right now, like if you're actually wanting to build a computer in 2026 and you want a graphics card, probably buy it now before the prices get worse, because it's going to get to a point where you're priced out very quickly.
And that's the thing that sucks as like a consumer, because everyone knows, like the elephant in the room here, this is all coming because of AI.
Yep, AI.
So every single time somebody creates some stupid like brain rot level meme or whatever that you're going to see all over Twitter, Instagram, it's infected everything.
That's why your RAM prices are ridiculous.
That's why your RAM prices are.
Or GPU prices, and it'll even go down to CPUs down the road. It'll affect every single product line for computers.
I don't want to say that that's the whole reason. The other reason is corporate greed. I'd say that's above.
Well, it's not. It's also government incentives too.
That is true. Whenever you see a spike in how much things are, like the prices of things, you can always assume that it's because there's a government like bill or there's something that is subsidizing these bad practices, you know?
Correct.
Sonic, what do you think about this? Having really not as much knowledge on PC building and things, what does this look like to you?
Well, I remember, actually I did buy a PC part. I did insert it by myself. It was the graphics card, like I said.
Yeah.
And they were cheaper back then. I think the one I got was a 3016. It was like 100 something on Amazon. It wasn't really a bad deal. It was like 130.
Yeah.
Now the fact that I see it raised up to like 300, almost to 400 is kind of ridiculous. Like, back then, because luckily I got mine for a good price, but like it's kind of ridiculous now that it's like unaffordable.
Yeah, that's
especially
that's the thing that really sucks.
And especially those, because those are like, I wouldn't say they're low end. They're pretty good. I mean, mine could run Space Marine 2 somehow. The red culture. Like, remember we were having problems with
I
that?
wouldn't consider it. I would put it in like the middle bracket.
Yeah, it's like good if you want to play like Pacific games like Helldivers, Space Marine 2, like
Yeah,
and like
'cause,
other stuff
here's
like
the
Spider Man, even like Marvel
you can
Spider Man.
play pretty much anything like on the market today at a reasonable frame rate on like at least 1080p, maybe not 4K,
Yeah.
and be totally fine. Maybe I think you can even push 1440p with some games. It just
You
depends.
can't do that with Halo though. That's the thing. Like
Maybe.
back then when I was playing Halo Infinite, right? Like I had like a 10
Oh,
something, and
that's
then
Halo Infinite though.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but still though, like it cannot run. You needed like a 3060 or some shit. But
That might have just been the optimization for that game. Because I mean,
yeah,
I do know there's games that can run on the 3060 and the 3060 Ti, which my last PC had a 3060 Ti on
but like yeah, but like those, it's gonna be hard for people who are trying to get into it, right?
Yeah.
And who want to like afford those things, or they want to upgrade, right? Because I know a lot of friends, some friends like that want to upgrade, right?
Yeah.
Because they have like a 10 something.
I have a friend who has
And
a 1080 Ti who needs to upgrade his PC.
yeah,
but
exactly.
RAM prices are where they're at right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I
I might
know,
have
and
to wait.
it's gonna be harder.
Yeah.
Some people will have to like pay for stuff, all right, and then like
Yeah.
they won't be able to save that little extra money because it's gonna take longer just to save. If you put it to the side, your money to the side just for a graphics card. And I mean, in reality, there are much probably better things. Like, what was that Steam thing that was coming out? That's like a PC. That
The
good
Steam
specs.
It's called I think it's just called the Steam Machine.
Yeah,
That's what they
the
call it.
Exactly.
Steam
Like
machine.
that would probably be. I'm gonna be honest. That would probably be a better investment if PC
It will.
prices parts like will go up,
It won't only be a gaming computer, but it will also be capable
like a
of
console.
actual compute like PC. Like you could use it for like
Yeah,
desktop work and stuff as well.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So like when these PC prices go up, it's gonna be hard for people to build PC, and then they're probably gonna resort to something like that. Or even I heard the new Xbox is gonna be like that as well, apparently. And they're gonna stop online subscription. Like they're literally gonna do that, apparently,
I
from what
think
I
that's
hear.
the best strategy for Windows and Microsoft to take with the Xbox is to just start making machines similar to the Steam machine.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're doing for the next Xbox.
That way
I mean,
they don't have, they can just become a publisher with like some hardware stuff, kind of like what they do with their Microsoft laptops and stuff like that.
yeah.
Kind of just bank off of those things. But I mean, to be fair, even if they lost the Xbox brand, I don't think that they would crumble as a company anytime soon.
No, they wouldn't. But like from what I hear, also they're taking away like I said, Xbox Live and all that. So like you'll be able to play you'll be able to it'll be like a PC basically. So I mean like yeah, but like in the future, like I said, there's gonna be better options. Even people can't afford it. I'm saying this right now. Buy a Steam machine or buy the new Xbox if the rumors are true about the Xbox. All right.
Yeah, but the thing is we don't know what the prices are. We don't know specs on at least this new quote unquote Xbox. But what I do know is there are a lot of people online that are blowing this out of proportion a little bit because you don't need. Let me clear one thing up. Actually, you don't need the most high end specs to play 99% of these games. I'm going to be honest with you. Because a lot of this stuff is people want to play these games at like, I want to go and
ultra realistic graphics, Grand Theft Auto 5 and shit, all that, you know?
They want to crank their settings all the way up and they think they don't. I don't want to say they don't think, but they don't really understand.
I'm one of those people.
Yes, I know.
I understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, but the thing is, Coolshirt, what's the point of spending close to like $10,000, let's say hypothetically, on a brand new computer this year, and that's where all your budget went? And your monitor can't handle what you're doing. You're using a really bad mouse. The keyboard you can skimp on, in my opinion.
It's a bad idea. Anybody who spends $10,000 on a gaming rig is,
that's the doom. That's the doom and gloom that people are looking at and what people fear.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I could do the math real quick on some of these builds and stuff like that. I really think that it's gonna get bad. Like the lower to mid tier parts and stuff like that are gonna be rough, especially. I think honestly, it's really just going to be the RAM and GPUs, though, in my opinion. I don't really think we're going to see that everything hit a price where it out gouges like the middle class and like even lower end like class people of being able to actually purchase and
I
put
actually
together
agree.
rigs.
I actually agree with
I
you on
think
that.
what I will suggest in people that are wanting to get into the PC building hobby is to go look at the used market and put together a rig on your own instead of buying a pre-built. I know it's a lot of work, but if you're trying to save money, it's the best way to do
But
it. Look up guides online. There's plenty of ways to get around the prices.
yeah, but the issue with the used market is you really don't know what you're getting. You have it once again calls
It's
upon
a gamble.
it calls upon being a smart consumer, which in my opinion fixes a lot of these problems. But
Yeah,
if we haven't touched on the developer side of this as well, and the fact that, just games for some odd reason are not optimized anymore, they're not compressed anymore, and it's done on purpose because
yeah.
Samsung is also pulling out, or not pulling out, but they're decreasing their SSD production. Right now, it's just on
Except
laptop.
whenever you brought that up to me, they're specifically doing it with the SATA ones.
Yeah.
Like the SATA drives, which makes sense because nobody really buys those anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say no one buys those right now, but when will it be like, hey, we're gonna shift our focus to the mass production, selling to another large corporation kind of market? On top of that, my biggest issue with the quote unquote used market is there's a lot. Scalping is a big issue all across the internet right now, and
just in general, let's be real here.
and
In general,
I mean it's been happening with GPUs. It's been happening with PC parts, and I think it's only going to get worse because scalping is an issue that only consumers care about. It's not one that resellers care about. It's not one that these reselling websites or sites where you can resell on care about, because they get their cut at the end of the day.
Ultimately, they make a profit from it.
They make the profit. The company that's producing makes a profit. And we also live in a time where everything has to be a trend. I mean, you saw it ever since 2020. Everything's a fucking trend now. And that's part of the reason why these companies are getting away with charging so much. I mean, look at Nintendo. They're overcharging for what I'd say is arguably the worst console and games lineup on the market right now. And with all of these chip shortages, I think that the prices are only going to go up. There's actually a rumor that it's going to increase specifically in Japan to mimic what they're charging over here in America. So,
oh boy, I bet that'll go over well.
I mean, but I'm going to be honest with you. Like, Nintendo doesn't make good games. That's besides the point anymore, at least. And this all just seems to be pushing.
Dude, Donkey Kong Bonanza got nominated for Game of the Year, though.
And Astrobot won last year. What's your point? No, but
if they don't know good games anymore, no company.
Look, my opinion on how games are now versus back then aside, the main issue is we're very quickly getting to a point where you have to wonder, with all of the price increases on consoles, with all of the price increases on PCs now, which one's going to be cheaper and how are you going to get priced out faster? Like that's really what it comes down to. Because I mean, Xbox, they're dying and they're raising their prices because about 10 years ago they were selling you on a home entertainment system, not a gaming console. PlayStation has no games, but they still want you to pay a premium for their stuff. And Nintendo,
the only game they're gonna have is GTA 6. That's about it.
The only game the PlayStation 5 had that would have gotten me to buy a PlayStation 5 like a while back was Stellar Blade, but now it's on PC.
I mean, Bloodborne 2.
I mean, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Spider-Man also I wanted to buy a PlayStation 5 for just that, but it's on PC as well. So I mean, hey.
Well, that's the thing that sucks. Like, why I'm so displeased with this news. If this is true, I hope this is not true. But generally, when it's leaks like this, it's like executives testing the market to see how the general public will react to this.
Yeah.
It's not a leak, quote unquote. Those don't exist anymore. Those haven't existed in like over a decade and a half. But like I bought
Since that one guy who got arrested and like extradited in Russia or whatever, that one guy who like leaked a bunch of FBI documentation.
There's that guy, and then there's the guy that leaked all of the GTA information, GTA 6 stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know when it's an actual leak because the legal hammer slams down immediately like it should. I'm going to be honest
Not
with
just
you.
that, the dude was able to hack in again and again. So it really wasn't a leak at that point.
And the thing
it's like a normal Tuesday for PlayStation Network to get hacked. So, I mean.
Yeah. The thing that sucks for me is in 2016, I bought an Xbox One because I wanted to play games with my friends. And then I realized but then I realized I'm horse joking there somewhere.
Then I realized I played the worst game of all, Halo 5.
Yeah. And then I sat there for 4 years with an Xbox One. And to be honest with you, I had 2 games the entire time that I truly enjoyed playing as I watched on the other end PlayStation 4 at that time get exclusive after exclusive after exclusive that I wanted to play. And I was
really
like,
sad when the game I spent like most of my life playing kept getting PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah. So
Destiny exclusives.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. I hated that shit.
And like the one game that I bought the Xbox for, which was Halo, in my opinion, is not worth even the price of entry anymore. That's why it's on every single platform. Hell, it's going to AI now, so it's only going to become part of the problem. And the best decision I made was building a PC in 2020. Because one, it's what I'm recording on right now. It's not the exact same computer. I've upgraded it since, but like it's one of those things where I feel so
freedom to do that, which is nice.
Yeah, I feel so bad that there might be somebody who gets trapped in one of these like console. Like I want to play games. I want to play Arc Raiders. I want to play something that's like multi-platform or whatever. Or yeah, okay,
Cross Racing.
Yeah, like whatever game they play, even if it's Call of Duty 7. Why? But even if it's that,
and Black Ops 7. It's not the 7th Call of Duty.
Whatever. It doesn't deserve.
All them are the same. They're all the same. All right, at this point, all right, they're all the same.
I'm trying to be clarification.
No, I understand, but it doesn't deserve the respect of clarification.
Oh, I agree. It's dog shit.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 doesn't even deserve respect.
Did anybody buy it?
Sonic was playing it.
Oh no, I was playing Warzone. I don't play Black Ops 7. I don't own it. I never bought Black Ops 7.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no, just my friends just want me to play Warzone. I just hop on and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I never bought Black Ops 7. I never even bought Black Ops 6. I never bought any of the Black Ops series. The only games I bought in my life are Black Ops 1 and 2 and the OG like Modern Warfares.
I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Black Ops 2.
I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since.
I know there's an old video about that.
But like the other day, for example, Coolshirt and I were looking at BestBuy.com, and for 64 gigabytes of RAM, it was nearly $1,000. Like for some people, that's almost a rent payment.
That's almost more than that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, that's my entire paycheck.
Yeah, like that's a paycheck. That's something. And the thing is, like, let's say you set money aside, okay, for this.
I was explaining earlier.
Like you were explaining earlier. What happens if it takes you all year to set aside the allotted amount of money? Because let's say you're a kid or you don't have that great a job. You're a college student, God knows, and by the time you get that $900, oh, sorry, kid, it's, $1,200 now, I don't know if it'll be that price, but just saying. Best case scenario, the market crashes, you can get it for, a standard price or at least cheaper. And the problem on top of that, companies, especially modern companies, do not reduce prices. We live in a world where everyone is Nintendo
Where
now.
like companies, well, yeah, and companies don't really care anymore.
No, they don't, because like Coolshirt said earlier, it's all subsidized now. They get their money no matter what. Whether you
it's guaranteed to them no matter what they do.
whether you buy
And-
in or not.
Yeah, and those items will sit on the shelves for eternity and never be purchased, but the companies still make all the money.
Yeah. And even that, I mean, you have so many people as well that I don't want to say inflated incomes, because, you know, some people do work hard. They earn their money and all of that.
Some people start fake daycares.
Yeah, but there's, you know, there's fake daycare centers. There's I actually just recently today heard about something that just absolutely broke my heart, of people that go around and they make fake fake requests for those angel trees for Christmas, and they go and they get you to give all that stuff. They get the stuff and then they instantly go back and return it. Granted, they don't get direct money, they get gift cards and things like that because they don't have receipts. But, you know, that's dirty. That's awful. And those are the kinds of people, you know, that get this kind of disposable income while you're struggling, you know? And it's aggravating. And companies know this. They know that there's an excess amount of money in this economy, even though this economy is doing awful. Let's not sit here and lie. And this isn't even a political thing, you know?
It's like that everywhere. It's not even just in America.
Yeah. The world economy is
It's all
awful.
over the world.
Yet
Yeah.
everyone but you and I seem to have fucking money, you know?
Yeah.
And they go and they can afford to buy this kind of stuff at these inflated prices. That's why games are $80 now, because or 70 for now, 80 for some, because they know it doesn't matter. People are going to buy it. That's why GTA is rumored to be $100.
And
Watch the base game be 110.
Oh yeah, no, and watch it be full of AI stuff that people are going to complain about, but it doesn't matter. None of this matter. The supposed price increase doesn't matter. The supposed, or like the RAM prices, doesn't matter. The chip shortage doesn't matter, because for some odd reason, someone's buying this. It was just Christmas. Go to your local Best Buy, go to a Micro Center if you're near one, go to anywhere that sells these computer parts. Hell, I went to Walmart. Walmart has SSDs and RAM sticks and
graphics cards somehow.
all of it. No, they don't. Well, some of them actually do.
Mine did.
Yeah.
Mine had a 50 series.
Yeah, and they're sold out. Now, granted, I hope people aren't making bad decisions and freaking out and buying something that they can't afford and putting it on a credit card, because that's a whole different can of worms, you know?
A lot of people do that, though.
Yeah, that's a whole different can of worms, and I don't even want to get into that, because then
If you're trying to build a computer, don't do that.
Yeah. The way I did it, and I don't know if this is going to benefit anyone, or especially with prices or whatever, the way I did it before I started really working a full-time job was I bought things in bursts. It's like, all right, I have this much allotted extra. I bought that. Granted, everything was so much cheaper, you know?
Back then.
Yeah.
So
To give a little bit of hope to these PC buying market people, the prices aren't great right now, but
We won't make pricing great again.
DDR4 RAM isn't that bad. Like, it's slightly cheaper than, well, it's a lot cheaper than DDR5. DDR5 looks like it increased in price by like 4 times. It looks like it only doubled in price for DDR4. Maybe a little less than that. Maybe like a 1.5%. A little like.
and you can still do a lot of good things with DDR4.
DDR4, if you build yourself a budget rig with some like a little bit older hardware, you'll still be able to play it most monitors. Like, you're not going to be like hampering yourself at all.
And you also don't need to play games at max settings.
Nope, you don't.
So
Just get yourself a affordable monitor. Don't break the bank. Maybe something that can at least do 60 to 70 hertz. And just start from there, and then build your way up.
I mean, look at me. I'm playing Space Marine 2 still. Well, not even max settings. It's just, it still looks good.
yeah. Oh, I think I've said all I have to say. I don't want this to get super doom and gloom. That was kind of a positive end. So I think I'm good. Do you, either of you two, have anything you want to say about this?
I have one more thing to say about graphics cards as well.
Go for it, man.
The same generation from the DDR4 era of like RAM and stuff. Those graphics cards, like the 30 series and the like RX like 600 6000 series, like Radeon cards and stuff like that, are still pretty affordable from what I can tell online from both Newegg and Amazon and stuff like that. So if you're interested in building a computer, look towards that era of hardware. While it's not going to be best and brightest, it's a start, and it will get you through most games on platforms and stuff like that. The drivers are supported still. Everything, all that hardware is still very, very viable, but it is old, to warn you. That's the disclaimer.
Yep. All right.
I mean, when I built my first computer, I had like 7-year-old hardware that I put together in like this really cheap, like maybe $450 gaming PC in like 2015. That's how I started.
Yeah, mine in 2020 was like maybe not even $1,000, maybe like $800. I had a 2060 in it.
Much better than my first graphics card. Mine was a 950.
Yeah. All right, Sonic, anything to add?
Nope.
All right. Well, I can't speak. Thank you to both of you for joining me for this one. Anyone that's still listening, thank you for listening as well. There's all the algorithm stuff you can do, like, comment, sub, all that. There's Twitter down below and Spotify as well. Other than that, take care of yourselves and have a good one.